BBC reports, Russia threatens to stop supplying gas if not paid in rubles. I don't like these headlines. I scoured Google for a headline that was actually getting into the nitty-gritty, but it's more than that. Vladimir Putin has signed a decree stating buyers must open ruble accounts in Russian banks. That is very different. Nobody sells us anything for free, and we're not going to do charity either. Putin's demand is being seen as an attempt to boost the ruble, which has been hit by Western sanctions. Well, it's working. The ruble is recovering. But this is more about Russia's banks. They say his decree means foreign buyers of Russian gas would have to open an account at Russia's Gazprom Bank and transfer euros or US dollars into it. Gazprom Bank would then convert this into rubles, which will then be used to make the payment for gas. He's not saying you have to buy the oil and gas. He's saying you have to open an account and put your money into it. He's propping up the Russian financial system because of Western sanctions. He's now got the Mir payment system, Visa and MasterCard and Amex and all these companies suspending. He doesn't care. All Joe Biden has done with his sanctions is bolster Russia and make them fiercely independent, strong, and weaken the U.S.'s position around the world. So,
and Europe.
Thanks, Joe Biden.
I can't believe that's something Joe Biden intended to do had the reverse effect.
That's crazy.
This is unbelievable to me. He's like, this is what they say about smooth talkers. Can't trust them. He's got that silver tongue, but the follow through just isn't there.
Yeah, but it's not. It's also that he tries to walk back or claim things never happened.
That never happened, man. How does that happen?
None of that happened.
Well, with the sanctions, I think he was asked by Ducey. He was like the only journalist asking questions. He was asked, these sanctions were supposed to deter Putin, and they're not. And then it was one of the spokespeople for the administration. They're like, no, we never said that. Oh, no, I think Biden said it.
Biden himself, but he actually doesn't remember, bro. Go easy on him.
He's like, I didn't say
Leave
that.
the man alone.
That was a very telling video. Ducey brought up 3 things he said.
No, that was a different one.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying
none of that happened,
he was asked specifically, you said sanctions were going to deter Putin. He's like, well, no, I didn't. And then there's quotes from the Biden admin where they were like, the sanctions will deter Putin, and they didn't. You know what it is? It's like Blinken and Kamala and Biden are like the 3 stooges. And they're slipping around on banana peels and Putin's just going off and doing whatever he wants, man.
You say something once on the internet, video, it's there forever. Essentially, I mean, not forever, but I don't think he understands that because he's from an old generation before the internet.
Right. Like, remember when Hillary Clinton put on a Southern accent when she was in like Alabama or whatever?
Hot sauce. Oh, the hot sauce one too. When she was on Breakfast Club, right? Yeah. She goes, "What do you always keep in your bag? Hot sauce. I have hot sauce Hillary in here. I carry it everywhere."
But she put on a fake Southern accent because she didn't realize that people record everything these days. She's old, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day, you could show up anywhere and speak however you wanted. AOC even did it. Remember she put on like an urban Latina accent or dialect or whatever, and then she was like, "That's just how I talk." And it's like we hear you on PBS, we hear you on CNN, like, so you don't talk that way,
right?
It's so it's creepy, but you know what? You get it. You're a sales guy, right?
Oh yeah. Well, she's trying to reflect the people she's talking to, but at the same point in time, there comes a fine line between being your authentic self and being condescending. And I mean, we talk about Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, AOC, Nancy Pelosi. If there's one thing that they all represent, it's condescension.
You know what it is? It's like it's like the upper middle class lady who orders something at a Mexican restaurant in broken English because she like assumes that the waiter won't be able to understand sentences.
Please don't.
Yeah, you're like, please stop doing this. Like they're not even trying to speak Spanish; they're just speaking English poorly intentionally. It's like, what are you doing?
Yo, senor, yo necesito more guac.
Yeah, but that's broken Spanish. They will literally do broken. There's like, I want food for plate.
Oh
you're like, bro, you can just talk normally, like they'll understand you.
Remember that Yale study that said white liberals talk down, they dumb down the way they speak to black people, and conservatives don't. That's the crazy
Here's the thing: I don't dumb down my speech to anyone because it can't get any dumber.
It's true.
For me personally, but these liberals, they're just so smart they have to condescend down to the rest of us.
The CDC is calling me right now. Should I answer it?
Oh yeah,
the Center for Disease Control.
Yeah, it's probably definitely a legitimate call. I'm joking,
I would say
by
it's
the way.
probably the CDC.
Yeah.
Should I? It says CDC National Immune.
It's your show. I'm just sitting.
I'm along for the ride.
Hold on, I'm going to try to answer this. Hello, I am live broadcasting right now. Is this the CDC? We're live streaming on the internet. It is. It's actually the CDC.
Okay.
We're doing a live talk show right now.
Questions,
just so you know, they're like, everyone's gonna be able to hear what you say. Are you okay with that? Yeah. Okay. All right. That's probably that would probably be better.
Well, let's
Otherwise,
answer some
we've got
questions.
a lot of people who are watching. All right.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, call back later.
What is
Yeah,
the
it was
CDC
CDC.
doing a survey for?
You heard that?
Did
Yeah.
you like
Oh, I heard
our
vaccine?
services the
Yeah,
last couple years?
It's like,
What do you think
What
about-
did you think of the advice that we were
Yeah.
giving to the public?
Scale of 1 to
repeatedly?
10.
Yeah.
How much do you
How
trust the
sa-
CDC
how-
today?
How satisfied are
Yo.
you with
Yeah,
Have your tax dollars been going to the right spot
Yeah,
lately?
maybe not.
They've actually been calling me a lot.
Like, we gotta know
Dude,
what he
and
thinks.
then if you answer no, you take the survey and you answer that you're not satisfied. They're like, this guy's sick. We got to quarantine this one.
Yeah,
Like
gotta
round him up.
quarantine this
They
guy.
come out in the hazmat suits like they do in
Yeah.
China. You jump out the window, they grab you, bring you
Yeah,
back
sounds
in.
exciting.
Yeah.
They called me at 3:51.
What?
I really want to know.
They called me. Let's see. 3:51 today. 3:20 today.
It's
Did they call me yesterday?
What they were trying to reach you about your vaccine's extended warranty, bro.
That's true.
It was like-
That's really weird. I don't think they've called me at all.
Did you guys get that here, by the way? Like people going around door to door asking if you got your vax?
No.
No.
That was a thing in
that's
Philly, and it
weird.
was weird. This guy, like, he
really
comes up to
weird.
my house, and my wife and I just moved out of Philadelphia, and he knocks on the door. He's like, "Hi, sir. I'm from the city of Philadelphia, and I'm just going around to check out what people are doing during COVID, see if, obviously you had the opportunity to get your vaccine." I'm like, don't really want to answer that question. He goes, "Well, did you get your vaccine?" And I'm
Ooh.
like, "Okay."
Well, that's
Talk-
what they're calling for.
100%.
So I got a text message from them.
the
None of
heck?
it was a voicemail. It was a voicemail, and what did they say?
I thought it was a scam, to be honest.
Oh, here
That's
we
what I
go,
thought
here we go.
somebody messing around.
Yeah, they said, I'm calling on behalf of the CDC, conducting a national immunization survey about vaccinations for COVID and other diseases. Please call us back or whatever. And they called me. Well, CDC, if you call me, I just want to let you know it will be live.
Yes.
And so that's your decision.
What up, CDC?
I have so many
Yeah.
questions.
Anyway, we were
Yeah.
talking about what's going on in Europe, and then the CDC called me during the show. I get phone calls periodically during the show. I don't answer them.
But when the CDC calls.
Oh yeah.
You just
Well,
gotta
answer calls.
I thought it was really interesting. 'cause
Tim's like, is there a new disease? Did a new variant drop?
What's going on?
what if it was
Omicron
Fauci?
B6?
Yeah, what if it was like, I heard you were doing my voice in these cartoons. I am sending you a cease and desist. I should be the one making those royalties off of my own likeness.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I didn't actually think anybody would be able to hear it. But
That was awesome.
Was
you
it
know,
on
I
TV?
asked them if they were okay with it. They said
Yeah, they
no.
said no, you hung
so
up. It happens.
That's
respectable,
I guess.
Such is
But
life.
I didn't know what they were calling for, so I thought it'd be interesting. You know, we do a show, we talking about this stuff. But where were we? We're rubles
Got a
and,
guess for
and
Fauci.
I
Russian
think
banks
the
and-
part of the reason
Talking
why
about Joe
the
Biden and how
ruble
it's backfired, but keep
part of the
going.
reason why the ruble bounded back, not only did they set up on gold, but its value is calculated in relative to the dollar. So if the dollar drops in value, the ruble is going to go up relatively in value. So as the dollar continues to plummet, as it's continued to be printed, you're going to see all of these other currencies going up.
that's actually a really good point. Everybody's looking at the ruble going back up, and they're assuming it's all of these things Putin is doing. It could just be all the things Biden is doing, destroying the dollar.
Oh,
Literally.
that's true. Yeah.
Biden, the Fed, across the board. It's been a blast.
like there's no real. Is there an independent way to measure the value of your currency up against something?
Well, when MasterCard, Visa, and all these companies pull out of Russia, and
That's another part of it.
it's-
So
it's more difficult.
They put them in a corner. They say if you don't, you're gonna, we're gonna buy your oil with euros, but we can shut off your euro accounts at any moment. Like, why would he take that deal? I don't think he's doing anything out of the ordinary.
No.
I'm not saying I love it. I'm just saying it's not out of the ordinary.
When you look at what the Biden administration has done from a foreign policy standpoint, we were talking about this beforehand. Like, it has been one unforced mitigated disaster after another.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a matter of, and it's sad to say, but I think Putin looks at it as he has to maintain himself long enough to outlast Biden and these failed policies until and we're seeing this right now. Your average person's like, this is not worth it.
I mean, maybe, but I also think as soon as Joe Biden got elected, you know how they would do the show The West Wing, where it's like that camera in front of them as they walk, and then it turns the corners. Imagine that with Putin, and then his guy's like, "Sir, Joe Biden is president. You have 4 years." And then he's like, "Let's move." And then they start like nailing out all their plans. Like, we're on the clock, people. We got 4 years to get this done. Because as soon as Biden's out, you're going to get a Donald Trump or a Ron DeSantis or something. So Putin knows the iron is hot. Now is his chance.
It's like the purge for all of our potential foreign adversaries. Like, all right, we have like a small window where we can do whatever we want.
You think Putin's
Once
gonna
every
run?
100 years, the U.S. elects a Buchanan or a Biden.
You think Biden's going to run again? I hear that he is. I don't know where this came from. Pacific, maybe.
What? No.
Come on, man.
Dude,
I walk again. That's
Hold
what
on,
I'm
hold
First of
about.
all, he's gonna have his walker.
Oh, you literally run again. No, he's not going to do that again.
Joe Biden comes out holding his
How
hand.
about stem cells or something? Maybe
He's gonna
PRP,
run
platelet
again.
rich plasma.
Thanks for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast. But if you want to check out the full show live, tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. And if you want more special access content, head over to timcast.com and become a member. Your membership helps sustain this company, keep our journalists employed, makes this show happen, and you will get access to exclusive members-only segments of the Timcast IRL podcast, and there's a massive library to check out. So again, go to timcast.com or tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m., and we'll see you all there.